When news broke about Cassie's revelations in her legal battle against Diddy, the entertainment world was shaken to its core. Cassie, with a fierce determination, didn't just share her story, she unleashed a torrent of allegations that implicated not only Diddy but a slew of high-profile celebrities, many of whom were unexpected names. This wasn't a subtle disclosure. It was a seismic event, exposing a web of connections and events that left fans and observers reeling. The names dropped weren't just the usual suspects like Jay-Z, who many speculated might be involved due to his long-standing ties to Diddy, but also a surprising array of female celebrities whose presence at Diddy's infamous parties caught everyone off guard. We're talking about Britney Spears, Paris Hilton, the Kardashian sisters, and even Ellen DeGeneres. The scope of these allegations has sparked widespread discussion, raising questions about what really went on at these events and who knew what. Cassie's courage in facing Diddy in court cannot be overstated. For 11 years, she endured what she describes as horrific treatment in their relationship, and now she's reliving those experiences in a public courtroom, confronting her former partner head-on. Her testimony has been nothing short of explosive, shedding light on Diddy's alleged manipulations and the dark underbelly of his lavish, star-studded gatherings. Among the most shocking details were photographs Diddy allegedly gave her, which surfaced during the trial, adding a tangible layer to her claims. But it's not just her personal story that's gripping, it's the way she's pulled back the curtain on Diddy's world, naming names and detailing events that paint a vivid picture of excess and impropriety. One of the pivotal moments Cassie recounted was her 21st birthday party in 2007, a night that marked a turning point in her relationship with Diddy. According to her 2023 lawsuit, this was when Diddy first made unwanted advances toward her. The event, held in Las Vegas, was a spectacle of celebrity influence, with Diddy allegedly orchestrating the guest list to include prominent musicians and producers. This wasn't just a party, it was a display of his power and reach in the industry. Cassie, young and impressionable at the time, was caught off guard. Despite being in a relationship, and with Diddy publicly linked to Kim Porter, allegedly pulled Cassie into a bathroom at an after-party in a hotel suite and forcibly kissed her. She described the moment as non-consensual, leaving her shaken and in tears. She confided in a close friend, but, overwhelmed by fear, kept it from others. The lawsuit paints a picture of Diddy inserting himself into every facet of her life, using his status to blur professional and personal boundaries. The guest list for that 2007 birthday party, as revealed in Cassie's testimony, included names that raised eyebrows: Britney Spears, Paris Hilton, and producer Dallas Austin, among others. These weren't just random attendees. Their presence hints at the kind of wild, no-holds-barred atmosphere Diddy's parties were known for. These events, often described as freaky-dikey, were far from workplace appropriate, filled with excess that went beyond typical Hollywood revelry. The mention of Britney Spears in particular has sparked intense speculation. Her performance at the 2007 MTV Video Music Awards, which took place the day after Cassie's birthday, was notably off-kilter. Fans at the time criticized her for appearing disoriented, stumbling through choreography, and lacking her usual spark. In hindsight, knowing she attended Diddy's party the night before, many are connecting the dots. Was she simply recovering from a night of overindulgence, or was something more troubling at play? The timing adds a layer of intrigue to an already controversial moment in her career. Paris Hilton's name on the list didn't come as a complete shock. In the mid-2000s, she was the quintessential it-girl, a fixture at every major party, and a magnet for A-list crowds. Photographic evidence places her at Diddy's events, and her reputation as a party enthusiast aligns with the vibe of these gatherings. Rumors of her substance use during that era have long circulated, though never confirmed, adding fuel to the speculation about what went down at these parties. Her presence feels almost expected, given her prominence in the social scene at the time, but it still raises questions about how deep her involvement went. Perhaps the most surprising name to emerge was Ellen DeGeneres. Known for her wholesome public persona, the idea of Ellen partying with Diddy seems almost absurd at first glance. Yet, there's evidence to suggest she was more than just a casual acquaintance. In interviews, Ellen spoke enthusiastically about attending Diddy's parties, joking about arriving fashionably late and eagerly anticipating the dancing and energy. In one exchange, she playfully chided Diddy for not inviting her to his birthday, though he insisted she was on the list. Their banter hinted at a familiarity that went beyond professional courtesy. In another interview, Diddy alluded to a secret after-party at a hotel, and Ellen's quick response suggested she was in on the joke, aware of the kind of exclusive, late-night events he was known for. A particularly telling moment came when paparazzi questioned her about Diddy's allegations. Her flustered reaction, practically fleeing from the questions, struck many as suspicious. Why would a simple mention of Diddy's name provoke such panic? It's led to speculation that Ellen might know more about his activities than she's let on, perhaps even covering for him in some capacity. The Kardashian sisters, Kim, Kourtney, and Khloe, also feature prominently in Cassie's revelations. Their attendance at Diddy's parties is hardly surprising, given their omnipresence in Hollywood's social scene. In a resurfaced video, the sisters reminisced with Diddy about his epic parties, with Kim recalling a night where she and the boys had a blast after the women left early. Their enthusiasm for these events is palpable, and Khloe, in particular, has been candid about the wild nature of Diddy's gatherings. In one clip, she casually mentioned attending a party where half the people were butt naked, a comment that underscores the uninhibited atmosphere. The Kardashians' long history with Diddy, including their open admiration for his events, makes their involvement less shocking but no less significant. What's raised eyebrows is how quickly they distanced themselves when Diddy's legal troubles escalated. Kim, notably, unfollowed Diddy on Instagram just before Homeland Security raided his properties, prompting speculation that she had insider knowledge of the impending fallout. Fans are now questioning whether the Kardashians were merely partygoers or if they're privy to deeper secrets about Diddy's world. Another unexpected name that surfaced during the trial was Michelle Williams of Destiny's Child. Her inclusion has puzzled fans as her connection to Diddy isn't as immediately obvious. Her name came up during jury selection alongside other high-profile figures like Kid Cudi, Kanye West, Mike Myers, Lauren London, and Don Richard, a former Bad Boy Records artist. It's unclear whether Williams was a victim, a participant, or simply present at these events, but her close ties to Jay-Z and beyond make her attendance plausible. The speculation around her role is still unfolding, with fans theorizing that more details will emerge as the trial progresses. The broader implications of Cassie's allegations are staggering. Social media is abuzz with theories, some bordering on conspiracy. Fans have speculated that Diddy's influence may have contributed to Britney Spears' public struggles in the late 2000s, with some even suggesting he played a role in the tragic death of actress Brittany Murphy. Others believe celebrities like Ellen and Portia de Rossi, who relocated to England, might be avoiding scrutiny or potential legal repercussions tied to Diddy's case. There's also chatter about Diddy possessing compromising material, tapes, perhaps, on the Kardashians and others, which could explain their swift retreat from association with him. These theories, while unproven, reflect the public's fascination with the case and the murky world it's exposing. Cassie's decision to speak out has not only highlighted her own resilience, but also cast a spotlight on the culture of power and excess in Hollywood. Her allegations suggest a network of influence where Diddy wielded his status to manipulate and control, often at the expense of those around him. The celebrities named in her testimony, whether attendees or something more, face a reckoning as the public grapples with what their presence at these parties might mean. Were they complicit, oblivious, or somewhere in between? The trial is still unfolding, but one thing is clear. Cassie's bravery has opened a Pandora's box, and the fallout will likely reshape how we view these stars and the industry they inhabit. As more details emerge, the public's hunger for answers grows. Each revelation adds another layer to a story that's as complex as it is unsettling. From Britney's off night at the VMAs to Ellen's nervous deflection from the Kardashians' quick unfollow to the mystery of Michelle Williams' involvement, the pieces are slowly coming together. What's certain is that Diddy's parties were more than just glamorous nights out. They were a microcosm of power dynamics, celebrity culture, and allegedly exploitation. Cassie's testimony is a bold step toward accountability, and as the trial continues, the truth about these events and the people involved will likely come into sharper focus. For now, the world watches, speculates, and waits for the next bombshell to drop.